What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Alienware M18 with a 7900M gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check out Starfield with the FSR 3 and frame gen update. And this time, we're going to do it with a base resolution of 1440p. And I also turned off that stupid screensaver thing, so we shouldn't have any issues with that anymore. That was quite annoying. I get why it's there, but still very annoying. But anyway, why don't we not waste any more time and go have a look at our settings. Alright. Let's check out our settings. We're going to do this video at a base resolution of 1440p, but with 85% render scale. I don't know what that equates to, but that's what I did on the Asus G15 Advantage, so almost just called it the Ally there, and I was like, no, I won't do that. And of course, we'll try frame gen after we get done getting a little gameplay of this. So, now that we've gotten through those settings, what do you say we go ahead and get into the game? Alright, let's get ourselves some gameplay here. Start outside here with just FSR 3, of course, and then we'll move in town, and then after we run around in town for a little while, then we'll go and try frame gen out. But even with just FSR 3 like this, you should usually, in almost every spot, stay over 60. There could be a couple spots where you don't. It seems like our 99 percentile still goes under 60 every once in a while. All the way down to 20 for a second right there. This time the GPU is working a little harder. We're at like 61 degrees this time. Still, it's really chilly for a GPU and a laptop. CPU, on the other hand, that thing's always pretty toasty, but hey, I'll deal with 87 degrees. My Asus G15 Advantage is generally at 96, so this one sometimes would be 100. So they kind of go back and forth. Who's going to use more temps. Anyway, though, why don't we go into town now? This seems like a great 1440p GPU for the most part. Also, it's great for high refresh 1080p, don't get me wrong, but I just like 1440p. It's a great middle ground. Now, see, we're still dropping a little under 60 in town here and there, even on something like this. But again, we went overboard and put everything on ultra. Turn everything down to high, and you'd probably stay over 60. I just wanted to really test FSR 3 out and test the laptop out. I wouldn't necessarily just game on this thing with everything maxed out. I like to tinker. have a nice balance of really good graphics and decent frame rates, like 60 plus. And like 100 plus in first-person shooters. Oh, there's that stupid lag it likes to do. And it seems to like try to shift over to the CPU right there too. Our CPU wasn't at 100C, so it's not overheating, throttling, doing anything. So that's why that guy's probably onto something. It's probably something in Windows just confusing it. So maybe I should just reinstall Windows. I've got it on a random USB key around here somewhere. Also got the US, or just, I think there's just like a system restore image right on the laptop too, but oftentimes, or I shouldn't say oftentimes, the first time I tried to do that on my first one of these I got that had the broken GPU, it kept having all sorts of issues. Like there was corrupted files in the Windows thing. So I don't know if that was just because the GPU was all messed up or if it really, no matter what, would have had corrupted files. Who's to say? I don't think the GPU had anything to do with it being corrupted though. So that's why I kind of don't trust doing that again. And kind of just want to go with mine, and then go re-download, what do you call it, Alienware Command Center and be done with it. But in any case, what do you say we go and turn on a little frame gen now? Alright, so now we're going to do frame gen. We're just doing the exact same settings otherwise, but some people might just skip right ahead and not even watch the first part, so I still want to go through the settings just so people know what settings we're running. It's pretty much just ultra preset with a couple of things I don't like turned off, like motion blur, and depth of field, and film grain, stuff like that. And of course, frame gen is on. So, now, why don't we get back into the game? Now, here we go with some frame gen. Obviously, it has a little latency. I wish this thing would tell me the frame gen lag. I was excited, but then I thought, oh wait, no, that's probably just for the what was it, AMMF or something like that? I always mispronounce that stupid thing. I can't remember what the heck it says, but I know it's AMD Fluid Motion Frames. So it's probably just going to tell you that frame gen lag. It's not going to tell me it just because I have in-game frame gen on. But hey, I was hopeful. And now we're like over 100 FPS it says, and it definitely feels like we're over 60 now. Doesn't quite feel like no 120 to me, but definitely feels a little better than we were doing before. But again, that's just because we were already over 60 and close to 60 in some spots, and slightly under 60 in other spots. But that's where frame gen still feels like it helps. It's like when you're on my Ally, where it's like, yeah, you're only getting like 20 or 30 FPS, and then you turn it on and it says you're getting 40 to 60, and it's like, yeah, it just doesn't feel like it though. It feels like I'm getting like maybe 5 FPS more than I was getting before. So it kind of helps, but definitely don't feel super smooth. This feels like butter smooth. Hello there, Mr. Security folk. Ooh, somebody's coming in for a landing. Do what I did before and just kind of loop down here. I don't know if I did it on this video, but I know I did it on the A0G50 Advantage. I just kind of came down here, looped around, and then ran around outside for a little bit. I went past the door, didn't I?
I don't want to leave this place.
I'll find them, son of a bitch. Alright, let's run around out here with Frame Gen for a little bit. They're doing some farming. Well, alright. I think that's plenty of gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Starfield's FSR 3 and Frame Gen update on the Alienware M18 with the 7900M, and it was very playable on either. Now, it did drop a little under 60 in town at 1440p on Ultra, but you just turn settings down a little bit, or pop Frame Gen on to your liking. Those would be my two suggestions, but either way, it was still very playable, and I enjoyed playing it. But in any case, it's time for me to go move on to the secondary computer now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.